Good day everyone. Welcome to Arthgyaan. In this video, we are going to use Arthgyaan's goal-based investing tool created in Google Sheets to plan for your children's education. So we'll go to the website. I'll leave a link to this below where we are going to download and install the tool. So once I make a copy of it for my own use and set the children's goal, I'll be able to show you how to do this. So let's see children's goal. Right. So this is the goal-based investing calculator which we are going to use. So we already have a series of videos. You'll get the link here which show you how to use this tool. So I'll skip that bit and directly go for the children's goal. So we'll go to the goals tab where where we'll be able to set the goals for children. So the goals tab by default comes with a few goals already entered. So we are going to skip that. So we are going to exclude every other goal apart and just focus on the children's goal bit. So we are going to first remove the retirement goal from here by making this value 0. And we will remove that will automatically take care of remove the retirement ones and leave only the children section and these miscellaneous section as well. So I'm going to remove that as well, and that will leave only the children section in place. So there are two sections for children. One is for child one is for child two. So we just focus on one child because for the rest it will be the same. Let me make it a little bigger. Yeah. So what we are going to do is we'll start from scratch. Let me take out all of these values. So each row in this sheet is for one single goal. And when I say one single goal, it means that money will be spent on a particular date and we are going to plan for that. So each row is like that. So for example, if you have a toddler and you want to plan for their school admission, let's say school admission is going to cost you 2 lakhs and that will happen, let's say 2 years from now. So that value we're going to enter that here. So amount 2 years and let's put a say 3 years. And over these 3 years, the price of school admissions, etc., is expected to increase at the rate of 5% per year. So we'll assume that. So that value is entered. Now, once you have the child's admission, we are not going to plan the yearly school fees and other miscellaneous expenditure because that will be paid out of regular income. We're going to plan the bigger amount. So, for example, many schools nowadays take the child to NASA. So that's one example. So the child is going to enter at the age in 3 years. So let's say at the age of 4, and let's say 7, 8 years down the line, or let's say 10 years down the line, they'll be going to NASA. And the cost in today's money is, let's say, 2 lakhs, let's say 3 lakhs per child. So 3 lakhs 10 years from now, and I'll assume an inflation of say 6%. So that will take care of the NASA trip. So that's one bit. And now let's look at the college. So we have UG here, 4 years of UG. We have 2 years of PG and marriage. So let's say the child is going to go into college 14 years from now. Uh, let's say 15 years from now, hypothetically. So UG year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. So these are the years, and let's say the admission is going to cost. So IIT, for example, costs around 10 lakhs per year in today's money. So, and there would be other admission costs as well. So let's take that as a running example. So 12 lakhs including admission, and let's say 3 lakhs, or say let's say 2 lakhs per year for mess and everything. So that's 14 lakhs. So again, 10 lakhs plus 2, 12. In the third year, we'll include the same, and fourth year, industrial training and everything. Let's keep it a slightly higher number, so 15 lakhs. So these, and I have assumed inflation for this at 10%. This is very likely that inflation for children's college will be fairly high. So this is a typical engineering degree cost in a private college, in a government college today, in today's money. So that's 53 lakhs. And this obviously excludes entrance exam preparation and all that. So that you can plan separately. So you can use one of these so and plan for that. We can you can simply use this and say entrance exam exam and say that it'll cost you. Let's tag this as children as well. So let's say it'll cost you, let's say 5 lakhs, and that will be so. Admission is at 15, and entrance exam will be, let's say, 14. So another children's pool, so we can use that. And similarly, you can do PG. So PG, let's say it starts 3 years down the line, so 21 and 22. And let's say if you want to do this abroad, so that will be a higher amount, let's say 20 lakhs, 20 lakhs each. So you can choose whatever number you think is right. And another, again, some inflation value has been chosen. Let's keep it on the high side just to be safe. And child's marriage, let's say 30 years from now. And you want to spend, say, 10 lakhs in today's money for that. So this is the way you enter all the goals. And you can add more goals if you want. That's fairly simple. So we'll just zoom out, show you how that works. So I'll zoom out, and what we'll do is we'll insert a new row like this. We'll right click here, here on this point, right click, and insert one row below. So it's going to give you this warning because it says that you don't edit the sheet unless you really want to do it. So we'll insert that and do a simple copy paste. So we'll copy this row, do a Control C, and come here and do a Control V like this. Again, you'll get the same warning. Yeah. So let's call it. Let's say you want to give them a gift of a house down payment. Down payment. Sometime in the future. Let's say 2 3 years after their marriage, and you want to give them 20 lakhs. The house down payment. So you can enter that as well. And again, inflation. So all of these goals have now been entered for the child. So and so they have been. So we now need to calculate this. So to calculate, what we'll have to do is and for we have assumed some assets that you already have. That's this sheet comes with the default a few assets that are there. So we'll first take them out, and so I'll show you how to do this from scratch right now so that it is complete. So I'll take that out. So let's say you have some cash in the bank for the child. So let's say the savings account you have, say 1 lakh rupees that you want to dedicate for this purpose only. So I'll tag it to children and say bank X, right? And you have, let's say you want to open a PPF in the name of a child. So you can put it here, again tag it to child and PPF in bank Y. You can do that. Let's say you put 50,000 in it. And if it's a girl child, you probably were thinking of a SSI, Sukanya Samriddhi. So let's say you have 25,000 in it. And you can then let's look at mutual fund. So this sheet allows you to put in any mutual fund in India, if you whatever you want. So you can get the I ticker of the mutual fund from Amphi. So this is the Amphi site. So pick up a ticker from there. Let's say I put this one as a sort of like a sample. This is the UTI Nifty Index Fund in direct option. So I put that as sample. You can put whatever fund you want. Let's open this. So this is the list. So let's choose let's some Canara Robeco, whatever fund you want. So Canara Canara Robeco. income funds, one night contribution. I think, yeah. So this is a tax saver, so we'll skip that as well. Let's take this one. This is a very random example. Take this. This is the first number, which is the one you want, and we put that here. So once you put that, it's the name will load. Name of the fund will load. Yeah. Here it says Canada Robico FlexiCap, and we'll take this out. Don't want that. And let's say you own some 1,000 units of that fund. So now that you have done all that, you have entered the values. So you have around 4 lakhs already invested in the name of the child. So that is the starting value. So that's approximately 4 lakhs. And you have already entered the goals here. So all of these goals have been entered. So the last step is to find out the SIP. So the SIP does not get auto calculated. You have to press this calculate button or this calculate button to calculate that. So we'll do that now. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Press calculate. So since we are doing this for the first time, it's going to ask you for authorization. So the authorization will ask you for a couple of permissions which you need to provide. This is the flow, permissions flow. I've covered this in my videos of how to use the sheet, so you can see that here. And first time since permissions is now granted, let's calculate it again. So let's watch this figure. This will now change. Yeah. So this is the SIP you need to have. So 78,341 rupees a month. So much in equity, so much in debt. And this existing corpus that you had around 4 lakhs. So this is what it should be. So you need to change it a bit because we have this early goal of school admission due, right? So that has to go into cash. So that has to go into FD type. So that you need a little bit more cash than you have. So by a little less in equity and little more in debt. So it tells you how much to adjust that amount. So buy and sell it is showing you. So you have 2.2 lakhs of equity. It should be only this much. So you have to sell some of it. Debt should be this. You already have this. It should be a little higher. So it shows you that. And cash should be a little higher. So it shows you all that. So this is the before and after situation. This is the current situation. This should be a little different. So it shows you that. And this is the SIP that you need to make. So it has that value. And here I'll just zoom in to make it a little easier to see. So here are some assumptions. So it says that this SIP of 78,000 that you are planning, this SIP has to be increased by 10% a year. This is very important. It's not something you can fit and forget. So basically, you should come to this tool every year, once a year, and redo this exercise. Enter these values again. So what will happen over time is that these values will change because prices will increase, right? And obviously, this year value will also go down. If you visited 1 year down the line, it will go down, right, by 1 year. So that will change, and uh, you can change your equity debt return estimates as well. So currently I've estimated this to 11 and 4% respectively, and you can then do that. And obviously over time these value of these assets will also go up and down. So you'll have more mutual fund units accumulated, you'll have more money in your savings account. You'll have more in your PPFSSY. So values will change. So that is why the recommendation is to visit this every year and see and do this calculation again. So it'll hardly take you 5 minutes to do this review. So that's how you get started and do a yearly review. This is a dashboard that the tool provides. Let's zoom out to give you the full view. And so this shows you that where you are. So this is the SIP and this is your current assets. So it's 4 lakhs that we said, and this is the buy and sell that you need to do. And this tool also gives you a term insurance figure. So the purpose of this term insurance is to ensure that this entire children's goal, so all of it is secured. Uh, and so in case something happens to you and you can't your earning is stopped. So this term insurance, if you gets paid out, that will take care of your child's goal. That's how it works. So that figure is also captured. This is only for the child's goal. So this currently the way we have set up this spreadsheet is just for your children's goals. So it doesn't have the rest. So you can obviously add the rest and do it together. You should not plan for it singly. But and this spreadsheet does allow you to do that. So for retirement also, you can add your retirement. You can do your, if you would want to take early retirement, there is fire that is there. So all that, if you want to buy a house, that is there. So all these facilities are there. So that's essentially how this is all about. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and hope you like the sheet, and I hope it is useful to you. Goodbye.